Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a Truder, welcome back to Empire Total War. Well, last time, we invaded Russia in winter, which honestly went pretty well. I mean, there was a moment where we were surrounded in the snow by 3 Russian armies, but it turns out superior technology carried the day, and we were able to win, putting us in a very, very good position indeed. At the same time, the war in Southeast Europe is just going in weird directions. So, yes indeed, Austria took Bulgaria, then just abandoned it. It's now independent. Ditto Croatia over here. Oh, and I did just notice with the passing ship, by the way, so Spain went bankrupt recently. So, that's a bit of a shame for them, having lost so much territory so fast. Yeah, their empire went bankrupt, which is a big reduction to public order for some time. So, oh, life is just good across the board right now. Meanwhile, over in India, my beautiful line of priests are only, yes, a turn or two away from turning Protestantism into the single largest religion in what used to be the core of the Marathan Empire. So, oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good right there. And that's with no other religious buildings whatsoever. So, okay, Operation Religious Warfare might be beginning in just a handful of turns. And in the grand scheme of things, we're catching up. We have now taken, for the first time in a long time actually, position 2 in worldwide prestige. We have retaken our position from Britain. Right now Enlightenment is only just behind. Economy, a bit more. Our navy in okay-ish shape, but mainly yes, it's the military. My armies are looking very, very good indeed. And as time goes by, my economic and enlightenment tech is just going to keep going up and up, alright? I've got plenty of buildings coming through any moment. We are going to take this off Maratha, damn it. Still, the more important immediate thing is, yes indeed, Russia. By any chance are there even more cocky troops heading in this direction? Because I suspect there are. And next turn, oh my army is about to replenish. And as for Poland, guys, you've got a massive army right there. Go and take back the territory next door. Go on. I believe in you. It cannot possibly be that well guarded. You have got a full stack army just chilling out here. Do it. I believe in you. I shouldn't have believed in you, darn it. And there is also... Guys, are you seriously planning to do this? Again? Okay, well, you've got to give them. It's ballsy, coming in with the same army that just lost to attack me a second time. I mean, as far as I can tell, literally all they're doing right now is feeding, yeah, brand new troops into the meat grinder. Because we've already done, basically, this fight, and we annihilated them. Although I guess on the other hand, I do understand what's happening here, which is... They know, or possibly they know, I'm not sure whether the AI actually knows this or not, or whether it, factors it into its thinking, that I'm going to replenish next turn. So, they've kind of got to attempt to stop me now, because when next turn hits, I will be a lot more powerful than I am right this second. So, alright, just draw back, and may as well let them walk into fire and drag their cannons slowly behind them. I mean, I will give them... The one thing we're lacking right now is cavalry. My cavalry is almost entirely gone, and that means, yeah, it's going to be tricky for me to hunt down their cannons still. Let's begin. Reinforcements are coming from behind by the looks of it, so alright, cavalry, you can just go and deal with that. I believe it is just a handful of troops and one guy manning a cannon. Just go and deal with that nonsense if you'd be so kind. And yes, they will be walking into range in a matter of moments. So as soon as that happens, we can start shelling them. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And yes, there we go. One man with one cannon, and also like a whole bunch of horses, though they're now hidden inside a forest. So we just need to go and shoot that guy, so he learns to naff off and not even attempt to shoot us in the back. Meanwhile, fire has begun raining down, very literally, on these poor bastards. That's going to do some good work right there. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. That unit is already taken a lot of damage. I love it. Right, you guys just keep on with that nonsense. I'll go take care of this. Okay, we're struggling to get on top of the guy. I think he's dead now. which has triggered the next unit to enter the field, which they previously weren't allowed to do because this unit wasn't done entering the field. So you guys just fall back, actually. Take a couple of shots at these guys. Only 40 men. We've got, yeah, about 40 horses right here. So, turn, and if you'd be so kind, open fire. Anytime you're ready. Anytime. Can you not hit them because they're in a forest, or possibly because... are they not done? There we go. They weren't done entering yet. You may now open fire. So, fire, and fire, and fire some more. Lovely. You may now retreat until you get into a better... Never mind, they're actually down to, like, 28. Just charge them, they're already shaken. What's going on in this part of the world, by the way? We're doing good work over here. I'm trying to do, yeah, crossfire to hit these guys at good angles. Now, admittedly, I am seeing we're risk of being, yeah, significantly flanked. Actually, you guys form a wider line. I might be needing the... Are you guys somehow failing? No, never mind. You're seeing off those guys. That's fine. Right, they will definitely be leaving the field momentarily. Gonna be needing you guys back over here. This side is looking a little bit flimsy, to be honest. Like, we're doing well-ish, but there's a lot of them, actually. The grenade lads are going to need to be doing double duties to keep everybody nice and safe. Now, over on this flank, this is, yeah, this is going to be fine. You guys are all going to be A-okay. I'm a little bit worried this flank could be in a bit of trouble. What are you guys doing, by the way? Toss in some grenades. You're about to be shot. Sorry, you're just going to have to deal with that. So, in comes some explosives. They just ran straight past them. Well, that was just rude. Get out the way and get some bombs and toss the bombs at these guys. Alright, just get over to here anytime you... Guys, come on. Please follow instructions. It's going okay on this side. You guys go forward, toss in the bombs as well. Grenades are going to let us hit pretty hard, pretty effectively. You guys get over to here. Toss bombs at this sort of an angle, if you'd be so kind. Yeah, the front line's going just fine. I'm just a little bit worried about the flanks. Here come more bombs, if they don't move, which they don't appear to be. Oh, yeah, there's 30 men dead. Let's just keep on with that. Already wavering. Good. This flank is still looking... I mean, a little bit on the dicey side. Just keep tossing in bombs. Oh, you guys are back. Brilliant. So just get round the side and start shooting these guys. This is a bit of an issue right now. If some cannons could just turn and deal with this, that'd be great. Honestly, you guys should probably just start charging forward. You guys... If you can just get over here, there's a bit of artillery fire. That's going to make you feel a bit better momentarily. Yeah, I think we've pretty much held them off. Just they almost were able to overload one flank, which was a bit of an issue. You guys concentrate firepower over here. They are wavering. Please fire. Charge. There's my lovely bayonet charge right there. I get bonus damage in that. They do not. I'm about to blow up my own. Well, you just blew up your own troops. Well done. Okay, you guys, get after them. I do not want them coming back. Oh, they're shattered. They're not coming back. All right, in which case, you guys get over to probably the guns. I would assume we don't really have much else to go and take out at this point. You guys, just go into murder mode. Go hit these guys. You guys get over to... No, you're already moving over there. That's fine. Go and take out somebody else. It's all going to be fine. I think right now, yes, we've got them. Some units might come back, but the front line is nice and solid. It was just this one flank that almost went a bit dicey. You guys stretch yourselves right out while everyone else is off on, yes, pursuit and assassination duties. Alright, last one seen off, though I'll admit, yeah, on that flank in particular, I suspect we took a lot of damage. Oh yeah, 200 this time. They did well. Not well enough, but still well. So alright, you guys are back to the city, but that should be the end of it, right? At least till I get my lovely... Oh, darn it. I saw them go back into the city, so I can't just bait them back outside. Oh, there's more of them yet. Oh, bloody hell, but there's Sweden. Alright, Sweden, it's time, okay? It's time for you to pull an army together and get something done. I have laid this out on a silver platter for you. Alright? It could not be easier. Just go in and take it. Alright, my army is replenished. Admittedly, it's still pretty damaged, so okay, let's replenish it again. So we've taken another 3 grand's worth of damage in the meantime. Still on the plus side, oh yeah. Yeah. The fruits of my investment continue to just trickle through. Oh, that prestige. We are now... Oh, we're ahead. In enlightenment, we are now ahead of Britain. Beautiful. Also, hang the flip on here. Over in Lisbon, the bankruptcy penalty, it just got worse. They're still bankrupt. They weren't just bankrupt briefly 10 minutes ago. They're still bankrupt right now. They actively... Oh my. Oh my. Right. Spain's in a lot of trouble. Spain's in a huge amount of trouble. Alright, deploy the boats elsewhere. I'm curious what else is going on round the corner. Oh yeah. I'm seeing a lot of barely just holding on. And that's holding on with tax exemption. They're not getting any money out of their North African holdings. It's costing them more to garrison them than they're actually making. Oh, life is good. Ah, but I now understand why Poland isn't just moving right in. This territory around here is guarded. Russia has still got a decent, if unspectacular, number of troops, but... Okay. Okay. Here's the thing about Russia. Russia is entirely dependent on its western big cities to fund everything. If I take those away from Russia, Russia will probably just go bankrupt. And to be honest, Sweden is taking a bit too long with this whole process, so... Yeah. I mean, I know I said I didn't just want to go in and take this territory, and I don't, but there are alternatives, assuming I'm pretty confident everyone will be chill about it. Britain, plus 13, Westphalia, plus 16. Nobody's going to be too angry if I just go and do this right now. By the way, you guys nap off. Right, funny story, their horses all mysteriously caught fire. Yep, vast majority of it is just terrible firelock armed citizens, only 80 men per unit, remember, so it's really only half size. Most of the real troops are badly battered. Oh yeah, we're just gonna walk through these guys. Bearing in mind, of course, we can just shell them with cannons until they're all dead. And on this occasion, honestly, there's not much benefit in spreading out the troops. Because, yeah, I'm better off just concentrating firepower wherever I want it to be. Step 1, let's get a breach going on right here, just so my troops can start walking in. Oh, if we're lucky, this should be it right here, and if we're really lucky, some men might be standing on top of the breach just when it happens, and... Oh, yeah. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. So that should drive them back, and if they've been driven back, they can't use these cannons anymore. Alright, step 1 completed. So, let's just limber and or unlimber, whichever is the one I actually want at the moment. I always bloody forget. And instead, yeah, well, that's happening. Send forward some troops into a good position to potentially start, yes, either climbing walls that are unguarded or otherwise putting down some pressure. Also, they're going to try and guard this breach. I'm fine with that because I've got grenades. Right, you guys ready to start moving forward? It looks to me like you are because, yeah, get you into this position, you'll have a shot at basically the entire fort. You guys could just pick your own target. I don't care. Just start laying down the fire on... Okay, not those targets. Those were stupid targets. Those were... Okay, some of that was a bit better, yes. Oh, they are deploying cavalry outside. That's all absolutely fine. Just bring my troops a tiny bit further forward. Not like right up to the breach or anything, but near enough that any unit stupid enough to try and come outside is immediately in range to be fired upon. Lovely. Oh, I think we might have a volunteer. Here comes some cavalry. So everybody just take them out. That was their leader. Alright, so good charge, good moxie. Didn't work out for you desperately well, but as I say, appreciate the moxie. I think they've had enough. After a lot of shelling, some of them have started actually trying to come outside. They decided against it very quickly after they were shot by many Dutch people. But yes, I think at this point they're already on the edge of collapse. Alright, looks to me like this would be a good moment to just, yeah, charge in and seize the breach. So, all units, melee mode, fixed bayonets are like, insert, rotate, then lock bayonets, because that's the technology we've got right now, and get in there, because you have got one a hell of a charge bonus on you. So get in, stab them. These guys being, yeah, the basic militia, they are going to collapse in the face of a proper bayonet charge from my troops. Alright, all units, just push through as best you can. I want some of you to form a proper firing line if you can. Some of these guys are kind of stuck in a bit of a dumb melee. Let's see if we can actually get, yes, some proper line set up here. This is particularly important because I am seeing, yes, line infantry starting to approach. Here we go. They're coming in. Are you guys ready to fire? And you're looking pretty ready to me. There we go. Rank 1. Kneel down. Come on, rank 2. There we go. All working beautifully right there. You guys, not so much for some reason. I'd like you to turn and face. There we go. They got the memo. That guy died. The guy with the drums and the fancy hat didn't, though. They're the important two. And it looks to me like we got them. Alright, probably a bit scruffy there. Alright, there was no real need for me to force my way through the breach. I could have made more breaches. I got a little bit impatient there, and I got a lot of Dutch people killed. I'm sorry. And there we go. Moscow belongs to me. For now. It's very unhappy. But I tell you what, I'm nice, so I'm going to pay for the stuff that leads to, yes, repression and public order. Because obviously, as you may have guessed, I'm not keeping this territory. Alright, the map would just look really ugly. I'm not having it. I'm handing this straight over to Sweden. But, this time, that's not enough. We've got to completely neuter Russia. So, yeah. We're coming down over in this direction. We've got a bit more surgery to do yet. The issue we've got, however, is I've got to actually, yeah, get out of this territory before it reclaims itself for Russia. Meaning, in 3 turns, this has got to be not mine. Well, a problem for another day. For the time being, oh, my favourite hobby. Just going around the empire and tossing money into anything that wants it. This increasingly includes ports, like even small islands. Yeah, the basic port is not good enough to actually export all the sugar. So alright, everybody gets a new port. Alright, onwards and upwards. Time to see what, if anything, Russia's got left in the tank, because I see some very battered troops over here. Though, I'm going to be honest, Sweden. Please tell me you could take care of that by yourself. You've got so many troops here. You've got to be able to do this. Oh, it's conking Poland again. You know what? I was going to give you guys Ukraine, but now you don't get Ukraine. Alright, and it's your own bloody fault. Do not invite allies. Please don't invite yours. Okay, one-on-one, that's no problem at all. Alright, Berlin is well guarded and... Okay, we've got... Oh, bloody hell. I bet my fleet is out of position in order to assist with all the nonsense of potential evacuations. Also, Russia seems to be, oh, you guys are panicking back home, aren't ya? Right, war with Poland. Now, I did say last time, if this happened, they were going to get a spanking. So I feel like I should give them a spanking, otherwise... That's actually a very good deal. I mean, I literally want to give you guys Moscow. And if I've got military access, then I could do it. It's a weird offer, but does the AI somehow know that I'm about to try and give them Moscow? Maybe they just want me to, yeah, help deal with the Russia situation. Alright. Send spy into Ukraine to figure out what the situation is. Yet more armies dotted about. Small army, nothing too dramatic, to be honest. Another spy is right here. If I take these 2 cities off them, they cannot possibly afford all these armies. And that's a new town in Cuba. Oh, I love it. Right, Cuba. What do you guys actually need? Because, okay, you're very Catholic right now, but in general, you're pretty chill. Church school, let's get more Protestant missionaries around the Caribbean. We are slowly starting to make some progress in that regard. Also, I only just noticed that, yes, Moscow is 75% Protestant, just because, yeah, it was actually Swedish for quite a few years. They did some good conversion here in that time. Okay, until we've sorted out the Russia situation, we can't leave Moscow, so... Okay, hang on, John. John. Are you actually seriously telling me this was not planned, this was not a bit? I invaded Russia in winter, with my goal being, let's take Moscow, which I did, at which point I realised Moscow is basically a trap, and now I can't leave. I have literally Napoleoned. I did not mean to, but I could not have Napoleoned harder if I was trying. Okay, we do have one thing in our favour though, which is, yes, my massive evacuation fleet can just get back over here. So, the Polish idiot fleet has decided, screw it, we're just going to be right here. So I could be right outside, ready to intercept them if they do anything, like, say, try and come at me. So, alright, just send something these guys will do to force these guys... Wait, that's green. Can you... Oh! Oh my... Ho, 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 ho. Oh, I told you you were going to get a spanking. The second rates have... Oh, they've got a lot of guns. We've also got third rate over here, so not quite as many guns, but this thing still hits really, really bloody hard. These are, by far, the biggest boats we have ever fielded. I mean, the 6th rate's not a bad ship, it's got a good number of guns, it will slaughter brigs and sloops, but against my fleet, it is a ship out of time. It looks oh so tiny. I remember when we introduced 6th rates for the first time and said, oh, look at it, it's so big, it's so mighty, it kicks so much ass. Oh, guys, I'm so sorry. Let's feed them a little bit of cannon. Alright, a lovely cannon snack for these guys, so... They are a bit slow, by the way. Slow and not very maneuverable. So don't be too surprised if, yes, it takes them 2.5 years to turn. Also, you're kind of getting in each other's way, dear oh flipping dear. There's a good amount of cannon right there. And, oh, look at that. And already, like, so many of the guns are gone. Just like that. They are just gone right there. And his hull is already, like, collapsing. But, oh, there comes a lot more fire right up the front. And that's a huge attack right there. And surrendered. That's it. How many shots did they get off? Like, I don't know, 3 cannons. Half their cannons were destroyed before they could even do anything. Give up immediately. Just, oh, the boats we've got out now are going to slaughter anything dumb enough to attack me. Okay, continue waiting out the clock in Moscow. I believe we can just hold it for now. At least until Russia decides to come together, we can destroy them, and then we give it to Sweden. And in the meantime, if we're lucky, yes, Russia's basically abandoned this territory. The army is piling south because it knows if it loses this city, basically, they are screwed. They have to take it back. Their entire economy depends on it. And yes, as we suspected, even more troops piling north. They desperately need Moscow back. One army moves here, nearby to ours. I'm assuming it's going to join up with... Well, that was a fascinating decision. I mean, you're welcome to come and give it a go, sure. Okay, I've spread my units out. The wall is still kind of broken, so we'll see where they choose to start. Yep, as I was expecting, right here. They're going to try and take advantage of the breach, so that's absolutely fine. Alright, my units have moved into a good defensive position. They are launching a tiny bit of light fire, but to be honest, yes, the fort's already kind of broken. They're not going to do much that hasn't already been done. My unit should get, yes, some good firing lines from up here. That will be just lovely. Now, are they actually going to bother going for the breach? Some of them are going to give it a go. They're going to regret that, by the way, because, yes, I do have troops ready for them. Like, so many troops. You guys are supposed to be in a grenade mode, by the way. You are for, yes, anyone stupid enough to actually try walking in. So, okay, they're going to try and get in at the breach. I'm kind of bombing my own walls right now, so that might be a little bit, yes, unnecessary, to be honest. Now, these shots should be better. That one was good at least. Yes, I'm kind of just bombing my own walls at the moment. My cannons are just about doing a competent job. We're firing at anyone who comes in, and yes, anyone who actually gets near enough to be inside the town gets grenaded. So, welcome to Explosion Land, lads! So, okay, they're not doing so hot right now. They're just being shot from every side and immediately deciding, oh, this was a horrible, horrible idea. Let's never come here again. Good choice, lads. Alright, looks like they've abandoned their attempt to retake the fort for the most part. All that's left is, yeah, bit of a cavalry and artillery at the rear. So just bring up my own cav. Should be able to see these guys off, no trouble. I think that should be phase 1 done. But that was just the first defense. This is not all the defending of Moscow we need to do. Oh, and excellent news all round. One of my missionaries in India is just getting better and better. And as for my general in Russia, oh, you magnificent bastard. So much morale. And Moscow stabilized. It won't pay taxes, but it's stabilized. That's the important thing. Also, did my army just recover? It did, but it had also taken more damage in the meantime. So I'm guessing, okay, it's only $1,500 this time. Eventually we'll get there. It's going to be fine. So, okay. At this point, could Sweden hold it? Because I'm not convinced they could. I think one more army needs to go down. By the way, just church schools everywhere. Go Protestantism. I mean, then again, if I do give it to Sweden, then what I could do at that point would be go and murder this army. So that would be the biggest army taken care of. Every other army is a long way away, or pretty scattered and insignificant. Random cannon doesn't really matter. None of that matters either. The city's in good shape. It's already Protestant. I've repaired all the buildings for you. I mean, okay, I feel like this is actually, yeah, the time, potentially. If I take out this army, and that will not be hard in the slightest, then we can start moving on towards our next objective. Sweden! As we have currently got, yes, a negotiated military access deal going on. Buddy, welcome to your brand new city. And now they are super happy because they have been liberated. Hooray for Sweden. So, okay. Next up, get out of Sweden City, you stupid bastards. One day, I'm going to repair this army, and after I've done it, the army is going to be full strength. One of these days. Ah, yes, that does remind me. Down in the Mediterranean, my fourth rates are here. Lads. I've got bad news for you. Oh, let's flip and go. If you want to bring in reinforcements, you cocky do it, mate. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Welcome aboard. The more the merrier. So, 3 versus 9. Guess who's going to win? Bit of bad luck on the wind, but we can sort of go into it a little bit. So, guys, just go over to here. Where are the reinforcements? I do not know. Oh, hang on. I think we've got eyes on the reinforcements all the way over here. So, okay. These guys are not going to be joining the fight for 10 million years. Because they're a long way from the battle. And on top of that, yeah, some of these guys don't have oars. Some of the galleys, of course, do. They can go against the wind more effectively. It's kind of their big thing. So, yeah. As a result of that, they'll probably move ahead of the other guys. And the, yeah, brigs and sloops and whatever will be left behind. Meanwhile, over here, what have we got? One line with, okay, very spread out. There's a sloop. There is a brig. Then the galleys are just hanging out together at the rear. Fourth rate versus sloop. Place bets now. About to be moving into shape. So they put, you know, a handful of guns on me, and I put a lot more guns on them. Lovely. How's your hull looking? Not great. Not great at all. But, to their credit, they are trying to stay out of range by the looks of it. So they're staying at the absolute furthest reach they can get. But the guns on this side are now kind of knackered. So what are they going to do? Also, are you in range? Because I kind of suspect you're not. Just start turning in a little bit here. Everyone start turning in. Yep, you did get one good hit in there. So that ship is already wavering. It's got basically, yeah, very few guns left on this side. You guys just turn in, turn around. Fourth rates, of course. The downside is they can't turn around particularly effectively. It's a slow process that takes several weeks and several forms to get approved. But eventually, a couple of guns on the front, of course. When they do turn around and a brand new broadside becomes available, as we're about to see, yes, there's about to be a lot of good damage. Keep turning, you dicks. You almost had it. So there we are. Just keep on keeping on. There we go. Oh, you just exploded. That was their Admiral. Great. Where are you going, by the way? You're routing. Okay, that's absolutely A-okay. Everybody just start turning around. Let's get into position to go knacker the light galleys. With only 4 guns and 19 people on board. Yeah, if you can get them into a good position where slower ships can't really hit them, get, you know, upwind, downwind, right behind a big ship, etc., etc., they can actually be pretty useful. You, buddy, can start turning into the wind. You should be just about in range by the time you do. Right, here we go. We're starting to move on to an intercept trajectory. You guys just need to keep coming, to be honest. So any moment now. Any moment. Couple of cannons should be ready to start firing. Just a few. Just a few. There we go. There we go. That's nice. That's nice. They are a small target, of course. They are relatively hard to hit. But when they do get hit, yeah. So some of his hull's already gone, like most of it actually. So, alright. Do I want to make you turn around? Honestly, probably not a terrible idea. And this is going to be a much bigger selection of fire. Ho, 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 ho. Oh, yeah. Yeah. They don't like that. Don't like that one little bit. Turn her around again, please. We're probably ready. Yep, we're ready with the other broadside. This is lovely. It just brings me a lot of happiness. Alright, just a lot of happiness in my soul. So, alright. One of the ships is starting to turn around, tries to get into a position. There we go. Coming in for the attack. Yeah, the cannons on these things are placed a bit weirdly. They are right at the front, as you can see. So, now we just turn her around, and in a moment, oh, buddy. You're going to regret deciding to be point-blank range against me, because now you don't have a hull, and also you've surrendered. I like, by the way, how they put their oars up like you put your hands up. I don't know whether that's a real historical thing, but it's adorable regardless. Excuse me, where do you think you're going, buddy? Right, where's he gone? Track the bastard down. He was going somewhere around here. We'll find him sooner or later. Okay, my army's still nice and nearby in case we need to babysit. But what I'm really hoping is, yeah, even if Russia were to try, they wouldn't be able to take Moscow anyway. So, Sweden, I'm begging you. The place generates... They're not taxing it. Which is interesting because hopefully they start taxing it soon. And when they do, they use that money to train troops. And meanwhile, okay, it looks like actually they have abandoned Moscow for now. And instead, yeah, they're hunkering down at their one last proper city. Oh, there we are. I found the Russian fleet that we just defeated. So, okay, we can chase them down. They're not getting away from me that easy. Meanwhile, a handful more battered troops are moving in this direction. I can't actually see Moscow anymore. Maybe I should send my spy back to keep an eye on it. Okay, I'm seeing Swedish forces moving in. They are desperately trying to get to Moscow. Good! Well done, lads. Good call. For once, Sweden have made a good decision. Oh, and big news over in India. Yes, indeed. Protestantism just became the single largest religion in what used to be the centre of the Marathan Empire. And it's climbing fast in the other cities too. We have got church schools everywhere. We can knock them down later if we actually need to. But, oh, this is beautiful right here. And I can't help but notice that over here, oh yes indeed. So, clamour for reform is rising. Right now, religious unrest is, oh, it's only 2, is it? Only 2, you say? Alright, lads. I think we know where you're going. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. The religious war has begun. And as for Sweden, lads, I'll keep an eye on ya. Alright, I'm gonna be nice like that, and you guys are battered. I'm pretty sure they're not getting in. So in which case, it's probably time for me to make an exit. Now, if those guys were to join up, maybe. But with me guarding this frontier right here, we should be a-okay. Oh, right, yeah, sorry, you're not getting away, by the way. It just never stops being funny to watch. I would call the sea police, but it turns out not a single ship didn't sink. Right, and now that's taken care of. If we just head up in this direction, then all of a sudden, yes, now Russian ships cannot leave the Black Sea. Though I do need to figure out what we're going to be doing with, yes, Poland, who possibly have a few too many ports a bit too near Amsterdam, but I don't want to cripple them because, for the most part, they've been a very good trade partner. And don't forget, we might not be done with Maratha just yet. Right now, they're still doing a little bit too well. And that means, as far as I'm concerned, the most hilarious thing coming up next time is the beginning of the Grand Religious War. We're about to start waging war on Maratha without actually being at war with Maratha. It's gonna be hilarious. So hopefully you join me for that. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been Many a True Nerd. And this has been Empire Total War. Thank you very much. And goodbye. This guy's enjoying that. This guy's enjoying his elephant a bit too much.
Oh my god.
In Fair Verona, we set our scene. Oh my god, Becky, look at her butt. It is so big. They've managed to glitch inside one of the buildings. Elephants in the rear! And then in come the chariots!